All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Unboxing video number 40. 40.
40.
And I do believe, Caleb,
My
that
birthday. My birth month.
Yep.
My birth month.
Exactly. Because it's June.
It's June.
And this dude just had a birthday. Specifically, another zero number, 30.
I'm 40.
Yeah.
40.
Yeah, now he is officially an old man.
Yeah.
And I will never let him hear the end of it.
Thunder Boy 40.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
But, guys, if you want to send us stuff, be sure to check out our unboxing P.O. box address thing in the description. Go check it out. Please do not send us anything edible or consumable in any way.
Yeah.
Because we will throw it away.
Yes.
Not because we don't like you, but because we just want to keep things safe and clean.
Indeed.
So, appreciate that. But if you want to send us, like, even just, like, a letter just saying, like, I really have a question about this thing. You write it. We really love the letters a lot. It's really sweet to be able to connect with you guys in that way. But yeah, we do these once a month on the 15th.
Yes.
So yeah, this is this month's. So Jacob. Well, we're gonna start here.
Let's get into this.
So for letters, we start with letters.
Yeah,
Always.
I think since this is your birthday month, then you should probably do the first one. I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there are any like specific like note things here for me. Oh. Okay. I know who this is on Discord, so I'm gonna do this one.
Do you need a letter opener?
Well, I need to actually like adjust
Ice
this
Coon?
to like get off my lap real quick.
Yes.
Otherwise, there's going to be chaos.
What, you're not gonna just, read the letter while balancing all of that on your lap?
Right. I mean, I could.
That doesn't seem like it'd be very hard.
It's not that hard. It's just that it's a disaster waiting to happen.
I love how you're going into Kenmore voice.
Well, if I truly go into Kenmore voice, I need to. Well, yeah, you're right.
Oh, that's satisfying sound.
Okay. Hi, bros. Asahi Soft Kitty Azumane here. Hello. First things first. Happy birthday, Caleb! Thank you! I've been watching you guys for close to 3 years now, I think. It was so long ago that I remember you in the, first or second faction events in the Discord. Yeah. It won't surprise you to know that my first reactions of yours were Haikyuu. Well, of course, that's why I remember you as well, yes. But a sort of funny anecdote is that the first time I saw you wasn't even on one of your videos. I was watching a crack video of one of the stage plays, and when Ukai asked if Hinata and Koga, Hinata and Kags, this is how you know you're a true Haikyuu fan, as you come up with
Indeed. Little pet names for the characters.
Yeah. Hinata and Kags were childhood friends. The Crackvid editor cut to the two of you joyously exclaiming, "No, they hated each other!" Wait, what?
Really?
There's crack videos with us used as the punchline? I don't know why, but I feel like I've peaked now.
Especially given that it's for Haikyuu.
And it's my 30th birthday. I had never watched reactors before, but the two of you seem to be enjoying yourselves so much, even in that tiny 2-second clip, I decided to check you out. I think my favorite crack video edit I've seen of us that's not really a crack video was this thing about us exclaiming how surprised we were that Joseph Joestar was faithful, and the person was filming our faces on their computer screen on like one here, and then they like cackled with like the most like
Because,
and then panned over to another monitor screen that had a big Josuke on the front, just like and they were like it was so good. I think it was shared on Twitter or something. But anyway, I've been a loyal member of yours ever since. Even if being a second shifter means I'm not often the most active. I totally understand the feeling, for sure. But thank you very much for all the support.
Yes.
From Haikyuu and MHA to lesser-known titles like Devil is a Part-Timer, which is finally getting a season 2.
Yes.
It is.
After a billion years.
Get hype.
Yeah.
to more recent reactions like Wodakoi and Yu Yu Hakusho. Kuwabara's best boy.
That's right.
Absolutely. He's also a natural born leader, just in case you didn't know.
Because we must keep reminding people.
Right, absolutely. I thoroughly enjoyed your content from the word go, and look forward to it to enjoying it for years to come. Speaking of recent reactions, I hope I timed this right, and my package arrival in time. When I realized you were going to be finishing this series the week before or after the 15th, I felt I had to send you this, especially considering you've mentioned several times that you've enjoyed it so much that you watch the dub after finishing a sub. Yes! Oren is one of my all-time favorite comedy, and it has been a joy to watch you react to the insanity every week. Fun side note that I'm not sure anyone has told you, at the end of the last episode, no spoilers I promise, the song that's playing in the background, Mata Ashita, is a cast recording.
Oh, nice.
That's really cool. Yeah. So it's like you're listening to the club telling you, see you tomorrow. And I love these dorks so much, it makes me teary-eyed just thinking about it. But yes, back on topic, the point of this letter is primarily to let you know who sent one of your packages, assuming it arrived. I had to buy it on eBay, so I'm sort of blindly hoping it made it to you and that it's in a box so you can have the small joy of actually unboxing it. Well, I have you, though. I know a regular thing that letter writers do is give you recs, so I have one of my own. And since you seem to be enjoying Oren so much, I'd like to recommend another work by the same mangaka, Bisco Hattori, for your consideration. Behind the Scenes is a comedy about a compulsive apologizer in college who was doing his level best to not be in anyone's way when, due to happenstance, he gets forcibly recruited into the college's art squad, which works with the multiple film clubs the school has to make everything from scenery to costumes to practical effects. While not quite as out there as Oren can get, you can still definitely see Hattori's style in the strong personality she gives all the characters, both main and secondary, and the relationships that form between people as the manga goes on. That's very cool. Yeah, thanks for the rec.
Yeah.
As for an anime rec, I'd probably go with My Next Life as a Villainess. It's an isekai where the main character is reborn into the body of the villainess of a dating sim she'd been playing before she died.
That sounds amazing.
I
think I've heard of this one.
Yeah, I think I've heard of this one too. Now, she has to use her extensive knowledge of the game to avoid all of her character's death flags while learning skills for her, she believes, imminent banishment. There's just one catch. She remembers her past life when she's a small girl, and she's not anything like the villainess in the game. Instead of a haughty, spoiled noble who uses anyone and everyone for political power, she's a slightly gluttonous airhead who loves climbing trees and cares deeply about those around her. Will Katarina, affectionately known as Bakarina by the fandom, ever realize that she's actually built a bi-harem for herself? Watch and find out, but don't hold your breath.
Okay.
What I love about this is an isekai not built around some kind of power scaling conflict. It's more of the everyone sees me this way. I might use that, but I don't want to use that because that's not who I am, but
it sounds like the show
nice
is
or
built
something.
around like miscommunication humor, basically. Which I am all for.
All for. Okay, I think I've exhausted everything I wanted to talk about in this rambling first draft nonsense of a letter. Okay, whatever. Once again, Caleb, I hope this letter finds you well and having the happiest of birthdays. Signing off now, and remember, now and forever, meat is God!
Yes.
Meat is God. But we have to meat, and then we have to Kageyama dance exactly.
Yep.
Asahi Soft Kitty Azumane, thank you very much.
You.
Thank you very,
Very
very
sweet.
much. It's been awesome having you as a part of the community. And
All right. Oh, this is one of these side open letters. All right.
Is TF?
Yep, it is.
Yep, I recognize the handwriting.
To Caleb and Jacob. Hi there, TF again.
Hello.
I have to say, my letters haven't gone smoothly this year. My February letter had pages missing. My fault, that. And my April letter was either delayed or lost somewhere. Hope it did reach you by May. It's not unboxing day yet. I won't know. In case it didn't, Jacob, the two Nicholas Eames books, Kings of the Wild and Bloody Rose, were from me. Happy belated birthday. Hope you're enjoying them. Thank you. Thank you. Before we get to Caleb's birthday, just to date this letter, I just finished watching the last 2 episodes of Ass Class back-to-back on your channel. That was more feels than I have capacity for. Damn, I hate that show. God damn, it was fantastic. Also, Jacob, your shipper side was really on full display there. It was, and I'm so glad I got that glorious, glorious vindication.
Yes, the comeuppance of a, hey, you coming up here?
With that settled, happy birthday, Caleb. Well wishes for you and your loved ones. Your gift is in the mail. Another trilogy, The Echoes of the Fall, by Adrian Tchaikovsky.
Oh!
Same spelling as the composer. You'll recognize the books. The titles are all animal-related. Imagine a world of many peoples, each with their own animal totem gods and the ability to transform into those animals.
I've literally heard of this series.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
The MC is born to a wolf father and tiger mother and must find a way for the two sides of their soul to reconcile. Oh, and this is a Bronze Age fantasy story. Only the wolf knows how to work iron, and they carry it with them when they step into their animal form. Imagine that. Wolf packs with iron fur and teeth. Oh, and before you ask, this world has very clear cultural norms. Eating someone in animal form is not considered cannibalism. Now, there's a lot to enjoy here. As mentioned, it's Bronze Age fantasy. Up north, that's where all the different tribes live. Down south, it's a bustling Egyptian-inspired civilization. Not your typical Euro-style medieval fantasy. One huge plus point. Reptiles aren't automatically villains for being non-mammals. Another huge plus. No sudden awkward love story shoved in for the sake of a romantic subplot. And the gods. Oh, yes. Sure, the other stories have their all-too-human gods, like the Greek, Roman-inspired pantheons or ascended people. Not here. These are wild beasts, feral, unyielding, and always watching. The kind of world where you'd better be prepared when you offer a prayer or ask for blessings, because the gods will respond, and you better hope they find you worthy.
Oh.
And when the gods...
I like it.
Yeah, sounds awesome. And when the gods that so permeates daily life are this terrifying, imagine what the world-threatening ancient enemy is like. The ones whispered of in barely remembered songs, dire warnings preserved via oral tradition by the priests and shamans. This is an epic dark fantasy, and boy, does it fulfill every one of those 3 words. All right, away from fantasy Bronze Age, back to YouTube era. Your reactions. You would have started Jujutsu Kaisen by now. Yes, that ED animation is groovy fun.
Oh.
It is so good. It is like every time Gojo just steps out of that door, it's just, man. I love it. But also, there's some stray dogs and a funky-colored freeze-paneled count. You bros have moved from reading my mind to reading my long-term memory. I wanted to watch these shows, but didn't, and it's been so long I forgot they existed. Now I get to watch them and your reactions. Oh, and I originally thought Bungo Stray Dogs was a much more gritty anime based on the title. Me too. Like Black Lagoon with powers are darker than black. I'm so glad to be wrong. Yeah.
It's much goofier, yeah.
So much goofier. Speaking of grit and gore, Season 2 of Zombieland Saga is out. Will you consider putting it on a poll?
Possibly.
Also, a quick little music recommendation. My favorite song from Season 1 isn't the rap battle or the literal death metal, nor the chicken song. It's not on the show, only the album. It's Saga Jihen, the theme song of the courtesan One-san, Yuguri. It's an upbeat dance number with big bands and swing elements. Yes, not everything with me has to be epic power metal. You can find it on YouTube, and if you'd like a version that has
we'll definitely listen to it on YouTube then.
Yeah, if you want to find a version that has a lot more lung power behind it, there's a cover version by Hololive that's pretty impressive. Leading vocals is by Suisse, FYI. Okay, so I know you're not into like VTubers, but this VTuber in particular.
That's a VTuber. Okay.
Yeah. Suisse, I think is the right pronunciation. Her voice is amazing. Like literally, her covers are just excellent to listen to.
Okay.
Before I end off, just one more comment. Week after week, I watch your reactions, and I witness your joy and appreciation for Kuwabara, that paragon of manliness, that magnificent pompadour, the sensitive, tender soul, the sheer spirit that condenses into his sword that he poses strategically with. I like his character and its nuances. Yes. But honestly, that voice is exactly the kind that made me dislike Dubs. Oh. I'm sort of used to it by now, and watching your absolute love for him is so much fun, I don't mind as much.
Gotcha.
No one is perfect to everyone, after all. Besides, when it comes to Kuwabara, I have to quote a certain AnyTuber. Sometimes it takes a real man to become best girl. Yes. Yes. It's so true.
It's so true.
so true.
It's so true, though.
All right, that's enough tangents from me. Happy birthday again, Caleb. Stay safe and distanced, bros. Till next time, regards, TF.
Thanks, TF.
Thanks, TF.
Love your letters so much.
Yep.
That was really sweet. Yeah, I think that Vinland Saga also proved this point well with Thorkel. Sometimes it does take a real man to become best girl.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we're starting to see that with ReZero.
ReZero. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yep.
my God, I feel so bad
Otto.
for remembering his name.
Yeah.
Otto. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And yeah, Otto was one that they were always questioning, like, oh, what's the point of you? Why are you here? And then season 2, he just casually flexed on everyone, the viewer and the people in this fantasy world.
Just slapped his big friendship on the table. And
His big mercantile like bill, you know. Yeah. All right, next letter. Ooh. Oh, Sultans of Sanity, I pray that you and your loved ones are in good health and good spirits. I write you today to convey some of my many appreciations for your work. First, I would like to introduce myself in the context of your work and audience. I have to say, the only reason why I'm doing this in all love as well is I've never thought we would ever be addressed as, oh, Sultans of Sanity.
Yes.
That tickles me. It absolutely
also,
tickles
I gotta
me.
say, the cool squiggly like drawings in like the corners of the pages.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice touch.
In the summer of 2017, I discovered your channel during a slump of boredom. I was vaguely acquainted with anime through a friend and watching a couple with a sibling. However, I was alone at this time, so I had to decide on my own what to watch. Problem is that I am not too into fan service or culture in quotes.
I can understand that. Yeah.
I just get pretty uncomfortable at times if things are too explicit. This happens for live action too. It's sometimes bad enough that I cover my eyes because I can't keep looking. It's so uncomfortable. Like spiders for Caleb. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. Anyway, I decided to vet anime to make it easier to avoid any incidents. Looking for recommendations, I found SOS Brothers top 10 anime recommendations.
How?
How did you find
That was the...
You're one of the 3,000 views that's actually like probably still on that video.
That was the video that got you into our channel?
See, Jacob.
What?
See, this is the thing. I told you way back then that there's gonna be like some people that watch our top 10 list thing and think, wow, these guys are actually like, you know, like decent, like, but it's basically that kind of a video where it's like, oh, that's never gonna make it anywhere in the YouTube algorithm.
those are all amazing anime in that video.
Yeah, we had not watched that much anime at the time, but at least I hadn't. But
they are fantastic.
That was true. Which was published March 13th, 2017. Instantly, your persuasive powers soared at the mention of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yes, I know. Yeah.
Right.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is my favorite animated show of all time, so I knew that we were going to get along famously. I use Avatar: The Last Airbender as a litmus test to see if someone is really, really into animated television. Because if they are, Avatar: The Last Airbender is not only something they've seen, it's something they've seen multiple times. Like,
now, the thing is, that last line, I just want to repeat it, but in the voice of the warden. We were going to get along famously.
Yes, exactly. Since then, a monster has been created. I have watched 180 shows and finished 150 of them. I finished Hunter x Hunter in 2 weeks after I watched the York New arc with you guys.
Wow.
Your recommendations were literally the gateway to the anime golden age. So many tremendous anime. I watched everything but Haruhi. Couldn't find a licensed streamer. Makes sense, yeah. However, the best part is that I have gotten to experience or rewatch shows with you guys, and I love your discussions and crazy theories.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
That makes me so happy that we were able to get you into anime like that.
Yeah. My favorite reactions of yours are comedy-based shows. For example, Devil's a Part-Timer. I really do think it's like our sleeper, well, no, it's not sleeper. It's lots of people liked it, but it's just there in the,
Right. It's easy to
forgotten
forget that we did that, right?
But when season 2 comes out and we actually react to it or something,
we watched that a
get
while ago.
arisen from the ashes and people are like, wait, they reacted to the show? What? I have watched those videos so many times. So you're to blame for why they're getting boosted so much.
Darn you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah. Especially recently since season 2 was announced. I love that both letters I've read thus far have already mentioned that.
Oh, I read the next line.
I know, and I think I did too.
And you're allergic.
It triggered a sneeze. That was so funny. Like, I literally was like, oh God. And then,
and with the preface of the stuff mentioned earlier in the letter.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy.
Oh
God. Boy.
Especially recently since season 2 was announced. I love and trust you guys so much that I watched Domestic Girlfriend with you.
Oh my God.
I went in blind.
God. Oh my God.
I thought that it was going to be a wholesome rom-com. Dramatic pause.
A billion ellipses.
Cue organ music. In these experiences, I have built a thicker skin, and most fan service is fine. Domestic Girlfriend was not too bad most of the time. The fact that you guys dressed up was amazing.
Glad you liked it.
I would keep on my office garb to be dressed along with you guys. Oh, that's
really
cute. That's really cute.
great.
Those are some highlights, to name a few. God, it's so funny.
I hope you enjoyed it. I know you said that culture isn't necessarily your thing as much, right? But
oh my
boy,
God.
Oh boy.
My hopes and dreams for you guys to get 150,000 subs soon. Oh, thank you. And that you can see some more anime rom-coms. I really love anime rom-coms for some reason. And there were some new ones that made a slight twist to a trope which made for refreshing and sweet stories. I will leave those a mystery for you to discover. Happy belated 26th, Jacob. Peace be with you both. Sincerely, DMC or David.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh man,
Appreciate it.
I am the fact that not only we're kind of responsible for a lot of like your journey into anime, right? That warms my heart. But the fact that on top of that, you also watched Domestic Girlfriend alongside us in your office garb and everything to be like fancy.
I am sorry.
Oh man.
There are times where I think people get inspired to do something and it's just stupid.
Yeah.
And yet they're paid off in spades for having done it. And I think that was Domestic Girlfriend's anime reactions where I'm like, did I want to do it in the like same measure that any other, anime reactions would be done? No. Did I like get way more than I bargained for in a good way by doing it? Yes, absolutely. And this is just an example.
And I will say, it. Assuming that you weren't too put off by it because it is a bit fan servicey.
Oh yeah.
And the manga is more so, but the manga is also incredible. So if you found yourself wanting more, the manga is very, very different.
This dude,
and I highly recommend you start over from the beginning because they cut like whole arcs out of the manga. It was atrocious.
Jacob recommends this manga more than he does like Berserk or like literally masterpieces out there.
Hey, it is a masterpiece in its own way. Dear Caleb and Jacob, it is I, James Arif in Twitch chat.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. As I write this letter, I must confess that a great tragedy has befallen me. I have lost my favorite green pen that I wrote my last letter with. Dame, dame, dame yo, dame nano yo. I think it fell out of my pocket when I went snowboarding late March, so at least it's gone to rest somewhere cool and sacrificed to a worthy cause. You did a pretty good job deciphering my writing last time with just a few misses. So last time was in fact my first time writing you two. I had never sent a letter before, and when discussing the Dorohedoro OP, I meant cleavers, as in rectangular meat chopping knives, as opposed to clearers, which is what you read. I see, gotcha. I see. All in all, solid chicken scratch reading skills.
Yep.
I hope things are going well for y'all over there. Things are nice over here, all things considered. Our government is dumber than a bag of bricks, so we're in lockdown number 10 of 100. Whoa. What can you do? At least the weather is nice, and that's what really matters. It's been alternating between chilly rain and toasty hot, which has been good for my plants. I started a bunch of plants indoors in the winter, and now can leave them outside to soak up the sun. Do either of you garden in any capacity? No,
unfortunately, no.
I don't have the patience for it. My house has a garage with a patio on top of it, which is where I do my gardening.
Oh, that's super convenient, yeah.
I got in the habit when I lived in a townhouse that had no yard, so the only option was patio gardening. But now I like it. I sit up there soaking up the sun, surrounded by pots of tomatoes, herbs, and jalapenos. I'm a firm believer in tomato leaves being the best smell in the world. When it's time to harvest, I will have many a delicious sandwich on jalapeno cheese bread. The recipe for I plan on including in this letter. Oh. Do y'all make a lot of your own food, or do you order
in/eat?
In/eat, pre-made more.
I definitely am pretty like 40% like order. Like I'm maybe 30%.
Yeah, I
order quite a lot.
I do like to make my own food when I can, but a lot of the time I order. But usually even when I make my own food, I'm not very creative. Like it's like egg, sausage, and that's it. You know, like there you go. Yeah. My family does. The thing I'm best at is baking. Bread, cinnamon buns, soft pretzels, cakes, etc. That sounds very tasty.
Yeah.
The only problem is that I definitely have a problem when it comes to sugar, but I love to bake. Alas.
Yeah.
Also, with the warm weather has come trail running around the nearby lake, as well as clearing out the garage so we can set up our barbells for some heavy lifting. We mostly have clay weights, so it's hard to get enough on for a good deadlift, but we can do front squat and shoulder press, which is my favorite. Shoulder press is very, very fun workout.
Yeah.
In my last letter, I mentioned I was hoping to play music with the military soon.
Yeah.
Well, that's still going to be a hope for now, as I sent in an audition CD on Euphonium, only to be informed that the Army had 2 websites, one of which was outdated, meaning there was no Euphonium opening. Oh, that's too bad.
Oh.
Fortunately, however, they did inform me that there are trombone positions available, so not all hope is lost. Though I am worse at trombone than euphonium, there are quite a lot of shared skills, so it's not the end of the world.
Okay, good job.
Yeah. It was cool to finish the Attack on Titan manga this month. I'm really proud of Isayama's growth as an artist. Seriously, looking at earlier panels compared to recent ones is insane. Yes, his art has improved tremendously.
You see, Jacob and I have the skill of being able to just see words and read them subconsciously.
Yes. That's a good point. This is a minor spoiler, but it's fine. I really like the twist that the pomegranate from when we first see Titan Eren was the key to everything all along. Also, Gabby Gang, Gabby Gang, Gabby Gang, Gabby Gang. Yes. I've been
pomegranate was something deep in my theories. The problem is it tied too closely to the theory of them all being in a pocket dimension.
And gotcha.
What we've now more closely figured out that it's basically just all a bunch of parallel worlds.
See, the pomegranate,
all the little seeds.
It's the traveling pomegranate. Yeah, exactly. And each iteration within the time loop is just one of the little pomegranate bits.
Yeah.
I've been loving your long discussions to Snafu and Euphonium, as they are great to listen to in the background while I play Diablo 2, which I'm back into for the 20th time in 20 years.
And they just had the not the DLC, the early access for the remaster, I think. So
nice.
Cool, having fun with that.
And Stardew Valley, which I have a staggering 800 hours in, despite never making it past year 2. I'm a chronic restarter and have 4 separate multiplayer and have a separate multiplayer farm for every group of friends. Oh.
And here I was about to call you like not a real gamer because you didn't break 1,000 hours, but then I realized, oh no, you're like hardcore, because that's just some patience that I do not have.
On the subject of games, I have a recommendation for you. I imagine this is more Jacob's thing, but I think that's just because you seem more into sci-fi while Caleb seems more into fantasy, which could be 100% wrong. Anyhow, the recommendation is StarCraft and its expansion, Brood War. I've been watching clips of the campaign and am reminded of how good the writing and delivery was. It features the classic dynamic of morally gray future humans, an ancient alien race that is extremely religious and hierarchical, and an insectoid hive minds race bent on consuming all. Yes, we are familiar with StarCraft. I don't think I played too much of the first one, but I did definitely play the second one.
I definitely played the second one. Yeah. And I played a little bit of the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The conflict comes naturally from their different ideals, and the whole thing just flows. The game itself is also insanely good. It's one of the first games to develop a serious competitive scene. I know about that one, and is still played 25 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, that is crazy to think about.
It's like Smash in a lot of ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
StarCraft 2 is still
competitive
good.
scene, I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
StarCraft 2 is still good, but takes more of a space opera approach that I think is way less interesting.
I agree.
On the topic of games, I took a pause while writing this letter, and you started playing Dark Souls, for which I couldn't be happier. You've chosen the correct path by going all in on strength. Your run will be blessed as a result. It was. The bonkening was real.
Cursed.
And it was also cursed. Mm-hmm. First trying every DLC boss. Yeah. Although right now you're cursed. Oh, yeah, the curse in the depths. That was fun. I'm honestly amazed at your ability to get lost in these early parts of the game. I'm both tearing my hair out as well as crying laughing. Oh, it gets better. It gets so much better. I eagerly await the darker and more labyrinthian levels ahead. Yeah, no, there have been points where it's just like, wait a second. I'm in a maze. All right, well let me just
go in the corner and cry.
Yeah. Except I can't find the corner.
Viewers, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I also feel your pain when putting points into decks, but it is like training to be a master ballet dancer, but pole dancing at night to pay your way through school. Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's like, I want to use this Black Knight sword, but I need 18 decks to use it effectively. That's like 8 whole levels, because I started at 10 or 9 or
whole levels.
Something.
Oh no.
That could be put into strength.
A balanced build.
Why would anyone want to do that? Great sacrifices must be made in the service of the art of bonk. Yes.
Well said.
Man of culture as well, I see. Really been enjoying your Orin reactions. It's one of the anime that I was shown by my closet weeb friend early on. It kind of is part of 5 pointed star of shows that girls growing up in the early 2000s saw alongside Fruits Basket, Sailor Moon, Inuyasha, and Black Butler.
Okay.
Yep.
I was like, this list is wrong. I don't hear Black Butler. Yeah, there it is.
Renge, best girl, underlined. I love how she is this weird, omnipotent force of plot convenience. Yes, Renge is amazing. Like, the amount of just fourth wall breaking and everything is absolutely incredible.
Uh-huh.
I also really want a pair of sweatpants that say powerful motor on the back.
Yes. That's a great idea.
That is amazing.
Make it,
Right. Like, a lot of people, I watch this in the dub, as it is quite good, so it has been interesting watching the sub with y'all. I can't believe this day has come, but going to music school has finally become useful in my daily life. So, to explain, I took a Music of Asia course in university, and then later went on a trip to China to study and perform a Chinese flute as part of a cross-cultural program of sorts.
Okay.
Found my green pen, hooray!
Oh,
So if you recall, the reveal of Haruhi's dad as a crossdresser, but also as a legendary voice actor playing Dio, Zeke, and of note for this moment, Roswell, which if you
Yes.
recall is a very similar voice in terms of inflection and timing, and is quite unusual. Well, it turns out that similarly to European theater and opera, East Asian traditional theater styles Peking opera in China, Peking opera in China, and kabuki theater in Japan
Yep.
are an all-male affair. European opera has long since allowed women, but Shakespearean stuff is all men a lot of the time.
True.
In these theater traditions, female characters are played by men in extensive drag costumes and face paint and sing and speak in a very dramatic, over-the-top way, both to hammer in that their character is a woman and sometimes as part of the tonal language of Mandarin, for example.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All of that is to say that the way Haruhi's dad and Roswell talk conveys a very particular idea of a traditional male actor who plays women. Crossdressers might use this voice if they can't or prefer not to imitate the way a woman would speak naturally or want to associate themselves with the idea of traditional theater. Kind of like our idea of a gay accent with more drama and inflection than we would normally use. It all harkens back to theater, which was/is the most acceptable place for a man to dress like a woman, and it's cool that the same association exists in very distant cultures. I like that the actor can adjust his voice enough that we can use the same association to paint two different and interesting characters in Haruhi's dad and Roswell. Dissertation over! I'm happy that MHA is back, and especially that we're getting Endeavor focus. The idea of an abusive dad genuinely trying to make amends for what he's done is really engaging, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Also, we've got some awesome bits of animation in the fights, which makes me happy. My other favorite character, besides Gentle Criminal and La Brava, of course, is Mineta. Now, hear me out.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay. We're listening.
We're trusting you. We have lots of heroes who do things for great selfless reasons. We have villains who do horrible things, but usually in service of some higher cause that they are reasonable to believe in. We have Endeavor who does both great and horrible things, for usually his sense of the greater good. But something about someone who does something heroic for an unabashedly shallow and selfish reason strikes me as both funny and relatable, as well as a good foil for the aforementioned types with their grand designs. If he saves someone from a burning building, I don't think they'll mind that he became a hero to get laid or have fangirls. I think
Probably
maybe...
not.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
Although if he gropes them while he carries them out, that might be an issue.
That might be an issue, yeah.
I think maybe I find him charming because as a musician who started as a teenager, while I've had many amazing experiences playing music and love it on its own merit, everyone at that age originally picked up an instrument because they wanted to be a rock star with girls fawning over them.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yep. There's always that guy that was good at guitar when you're like 14 and you're just like, I hate that guy.
Yep. This season, on my own, I've been watching Zombieland Saga Season 2, which so far is just as legendary as the first,
Awesome.
and a new set of shorts for Dragon Maid, which KyoAni is releasing prior to Season 2, that are real silly and have me very excited for Season 2.
Oh.
That sounds awesome.
That's cool.
I think that's about it for me this time, which means it's time for... Wait, what? The Shill Zone 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
So as per usual, to keep myself from going on for another 10 pages, I will limit myself to these main shills within a theme, which,
Okay.
as you might have guessed from earlier, is food. Before we get started, the honorable mentions are Food Wars, which I'm sure you know of, but
course.
has great shonen battle through cook-offs, lovable characters, and great comedy and ecchi throughout.
Right.
I understand it falls off later, but it's great when it's doing its thing. And Restaurant to Another World, which is a chill show about a normal human restaurant that fantasy creatures can access and are fed food particular to their tastes and needs as they as they relax, tell stories, and the like. Silver Spoon, number 1. This is a really good one. I have seen this one.
This is one I want to see.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys saw this coming as Jacob's seen it, and
Yep.
I've shilled during Q&As, but all for good reason. Written by Hiromu Arakawa of FMA fame,
Yep.
it's a story of a frustrated city boy moving to the country to attend agricultural high school.
Right.
The show tackles everything from the messy jobs to the emotional bonds formed out there, the beauty of growing your own food, and the economic reality of farming, loving animals, and killing animals. For such a down-to-earth premise, it's extremely fleshed out, and all the characters feel quite real.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, that it's really good character writing again.
Yep, it very much gave me the sense of like, oh, I want to just kind of, like, you know, do something cool and positive and all that.
It's awesome.
You know the feeling of accomplishment at the end of Battle of Trost and Attack on Titan? One time, they make a pizza together as a group, and I find it has that same immense feeling of satisfaction, which is saying something. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
All right. 2. Working. It's been a long time since I watched this, but I remember it being an absolute blast, and I still listen to all the OPs on the regular. It's a workplace dramedy about working in a family restaurant, with lovable characters getting continually hilarious hijinks, but then also having some real struggles in their lives. It's the complete package. It's hard to give much more detail, as it's very much a sitcom and it can be hard to remember the little details, but it's still good, light fun with a wholesome energy. The best shill I can really give is to tell you to just watch the OPs and see how much of a grin you develop, and use that as a gauge for whether or not to watch.
That's a pretty cool way to do it. Yeah.
3.
Of course this one was here for Jacob.
Sweetness and Lightning. This one's my favorite of the 3. Quite possibly the most wholesome manga ever created. The story follows a widower high school teacher, his preschool-age daughter, and one of his students in his class. The father wants to cook better food for his daughter, who is the sweetest creature on God's green earth. So he teams up with his food enthusiast student to try and learn. Each new dish brings new lessons, old emotions, excitement, and genuine happiness.
Aww.
The show also handles the topic of age gap romance with a similar maturity to Love is Like After the Rain. That is to say, well, this is probably the most effective show for making you want to have a kid. It does for me. Yeah, although I might have to differ with you on the whole age gap romance, because no, that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. I've read the entire manga. It's super worth it and includes the recipes after each dish. The only problem is they're in metric, and while I'm Canadian and am cool with kilometers, you've got me all effed up if you think I'm going to measure ingredients in grams. Anyhow, fantastic show. Strongly recommend. That's it for me. Thank you for keeping up with my ramblings and handwriting. Keep being great at what you do. Best of luck and best of health. Hail Zuka, James.
Oh.
Wow, yes, the Zuka Club.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And then the recipe for the jalapeno cheese bread.
Cool.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, James.
What an epic letter, too.
Yeah, that was a beast of a letter.
Yeah.
Like
it was in a package.
Yeah, it was in a package for reference. For anyone of you who didn't see that, because no envelope could possibly contain that.
Right. All right, next package. There we go. Let's see what we've got here. From Bezos-kun. A gift for you. I'll be honest, I forgot if I already gave this to you or not. Either way, have fun. From Nicholas. Hey, Nicholas.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see. Either way,
We'll definitely
we know what to do with duplicates. We will make use of it. Yeah. Hey, Dororo Hyakimaru, and this is volume 3.
Right, with the updated art style and everything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do not have this one.
Yeah, I don't think we have this volume.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so good.
It does look really good. Oh yeah, I always forget
that double pager.
how violent this one is. Like, look at
Oh,
that.
jeez, yeah.
Dang. Very cool. The Legend of Dororo and Hyakimaru. Story and art
Awesome.
by Satoshi Shiki, based in the manga by Osamu Tezuka. Very cool. Thank you for that.
That is awesome.
All right.
Okay.
Probably
book
have a tie.
depository.
Rip off.
Yep. It's just the the post office was so kind as to put the sticker for
On
the
top of
package
that?
on top of it.
You can go from the other side and it'd just be fine. Like you.
I already got it.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Ooh. This is
stuff from.
The Hyena and the Hawk. The
Cool.
Unmaking of the World Has Begun by Adrian Tchaikovsky.
Nice. So which book is this in the series? Book 3. Okay,
Book 3,
very
alright.
cool.
That is a
Look
cool
at
looking
that
book.
Art
That is-
cover.
that is awesome.
Yeah. They face a hunger that consumes the gods themselves. Oh wait, that might be spoilery.
Oh,
for
yeah,
books
maybe,
1 and
yeah.
2.
Yeah, that's a
But,
good point.
Okay, we got a meaty 500, 450 page book.
Something
All right.
you can sink your teeth into.
It's got that good book smell.
And it's got a map at the beginning.
It's got a map at the beginning.
I do love
Nice,
book maps.
Nice. And it's very much a not entire continent one there. So I like it already.
More local.
It's more local map, exactly. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm guessing then the other one's potentially in here as well, because there's
Probably.
one more book depository one there. All right.
Whenever packages like this come in that are like super like big but then really flat, I always like
Do not bend, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. Got that there. Semblance of Sanity. Oh, it's an art press.
Oh boy.
Oh, I think-
boy.
I think I know what this is before. I need the knife.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Very,
Very careful.
very careful. Okay.
All right. This is very well taken care of.
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Diesel.
This is really sweet.
Is that a superhero?
Antarctic Press.
That looks
I
really cool.
assume so. But there's no attached like explanation as to what it is, so
I don't think so.
yeah. Diesel issue number 1. Oh wait.
Oh, this is a comic.
This is a comic, yeah, by Joe Weltyans, number 1.
Shoot.
Oh. Okay, we'll have to look this one up then.
Gotcha, and it's being kept in like super
then
pristine
I
condition.
think if anything, we might have been given a little bit of like just a thing that's meant to kind of.
That might be more of a collector's
thing.
item, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because that might not have ever been opened. Like that might be mint condition.
Well, thank you very
Thank
much for
you,
this.
yes.
We'll keep it in its secure.
I'll have to look up what
stuff
the
there.
Diesel comics are.
Yeah. All right. Now this is obviously the next book here.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it the same way as the other one.
This one doesn't seem to have one.
Oh, you're right.
Oh wait, nope, it does. Here it is.
I was gonna say they almost always do. It's just
It was well hidden.
well disguised.
Oh,
This has both books.
This
in
has
them.
both.
That's why
Okay.
it doesn't have it in the same measure there.
Right. There.
Yeah. Well, if anything, you can cut this bit here on the side.
Oh.
Oh.
So the first one is the thick one.
Nice.
Usually it's like
Okay.
the later in the series it gets, the bigger the books get, but oh boy.
Yeah. All right. So here's the.
Oh, that's a
Colors.
cool looking trilogy right there.
Yeah. I also really like how the colors get more. I don't know how to say this, but maybe a little bit more vibrant.
Sure.
So it's almost like there's like a chaos of some kind that's coming. And
Yeah, the third book is red because lots of people die.
Right, exactly. And
Oh, man, that is cool.
I love black and gold
Yep.
as a
Oh yeah, black and gold just generally looks cool. The
Yeah.
Tiger and the Wolf.
Tiger
Hell
and the
yeah.
Wolf. Also, this is a paperback
Mm-hmm.
that feels like a hardback. The quality on the binding
Ooh.
is really nice.
Yes.
I particularly like how thick it is.
I also got to say I like that the second book is the shortest. Because usually in a trilogy, the second book is like it's hard to make that be as engaging. So the idea that it's like kept like short and sweet,
A
probably.
little bit faster paced. Yeah.
I like that. And then it makes sense that the first one would have to be longer because you got to set everything up.
Right. I also really love how, like, we get like these nice little taglines in the beginning of them. Only the strong survive. The time for peace is over. And the unmaking of the world has begun.
Yeah.
It's like, strong survive. It's like, ooh, that's a bit aggressive. Oh,
Right.
okay. The time for peace is over. That's pretty, are we the baddies kind of thing there? Because that's the first two things there. And then the other third one, it's like, no, the gods are the baddies. The unmaking of the world has begun. It's like,
Or if the gods are on our side, what could possibly be the conflict?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Also,
But thank you very much for sending me
Yes.
some good books to read.
Thank
I
you.
love fantasy.
I gotta say, the fact that the first one is the longest. Like, okay, quick writing thing. Books are expensive to make,
Yes.
right? And having the first one be long is usually tough to do because then that's a barrier of entry thing, right?
Yep.
People are less likely to get into a long book if they aren't already invested in the series, right? Because it costs the same amount you're usually selling the books for about the same amount, but it can cost way more for the editing and all the work that goes into a bigger book.
Yep.
However, bigger books does not mean better necessarily. I love Brandon Sanderson too, but the tendency that I
Right.
see in a lot of series where as it goes on, the books just get bigger, they can get away
Longer
with
and longer,
that,
yeah.
right? But that doesn't necessarily make the book better.
Yeah.
So the idea that the convention is bucked and the first one is the longest means one, it's probably a really good book in order for them to be like, yes, we are okay with doing this.
Yep.
And then the fact that the ones after that don't stretch things on just because they can.
True.
Like, that's
Yeah.
good job.
That's great stuff. All right, next package here from History Lesson. The Diesel comic is a one-issue horrible JoJo ripoff that was trying to get JoJo popular in the West, but now is a showcase of everything bad in 90s comics, and only JoJo fans would like it. Enjoy.
Oh, wow.
That's so funny.
I love it.
From Nick. Hey, Nicholas. And hey, look at our Kakyoin here.
The
on
milk
this,
hunter himself.
Stardust Crusaders
well,
hardback
well.
manga.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much.
I gotta say, I love the hardback JoJo's volumes.
They're so cool.
They just look so good.
Yeah. They also have like a wonderful like side binding here for putting on your shelf and being like,
Oh,
look
yeah.
at this array of artistic glory
From Araki.
from Araki. Yes.
Awesome.
What do we got in here for our color pages? Oh, nice.
Oh boy.
Nice. This is
Wow.
the dream
Holy eyeballs,
stand.
Araki.
Yeah. All right, what else we got? There's always like a couple that are in full color or in like a color off hue.
Wow.
All right, so that's the main one, yeah. And then this stand encounter was quite a big one in the manga. Okay.
All right.
Nice. Thank you very much for this, Nicholas.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's so good.
And then part 6 has been announced.
Yep.
Part 6 has been announced.
Now.
Is it happening? Yep, now let's get the bigger box. Get the big knife.
So, let's see about this whole thing.
Right?
I don't think I've ever seen a box that had the top like cardboard
so much?
Well, not just that, but
Yeah, where it's like cardboard on top of the cardboard.
well, and where it like where they cover so much of the top of the box.
Oh, right.
Huh. Huh. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's not cover the camera or anything. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What? Oh!
Holy shit, kid.
Oh! Yep.
I think
we
someone's
got-
trying to send us a message.
I think we got, oh my gosh. Yep.
Yeah, so
Obviously, since this was sent on my birthday month, this is for me.
it probably was. So
Wow.
yeah, this is the Orin High School Host Club manga box set. All 18 volumes, which I'm guessing is the whole
series.
shebang, right?
No.
Oh my god, thank you. This is so it's so cool.
Look at it. Look at
That
it.
is amazing.
It's got heft. This is my hand here.
Like
that thing is huge.
that is incredible.
Oh, but the other side though.
Oh.
Look at this medley
Nice.
of side characters here, and of course they
Where's-
have in their traditional garb.
And-
there's Bosu Bosu.
Yeah, but I love that Renga is front and center.
Renga is
Or not front
and
and center, but like center. You know?
yes.
Yeah.
Tamaki and Haruhi.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is so
Oh
good.
my god. I love it. I love
Also,
it.
I totally can tell now why the anime chose that style for like the thick lines and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a very like specific art style. Seeing it in the original here includes exclusive memo pad, story and art by Bisco Hattori.
Wow.
Oh, this
Thank
is
you so
good.
much.
So good. 18 volumes though.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
lot of manga.
I do love this one here. This is a really good.
Yeah. I think that kind of takes the cake.
Yes, and honey drizzle it, with some honey. Yeah.
Yep.
But
Thank you so much.
thank you so very much. Wait a minute. My World Undone? The
Wait.
twins, one of them colored their hair?
Spoilers for the manga. But, oh my
It has
god.
to be Kaoru though in the back, right?
I don't know. I
Right.
could see
Over.
Hikaru dyeing his hair.
Over here.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I could see Hikaru going his hair, but I don't
I really want to get into this.
I don't think that's shoot. Okay. Also, they just look classy,
Yes, of
especially
course.
especially Kyoya with the hat.
Oh yeah, Kyoya always
He's
on fleek.
actually radiating J. Michael Tatum energy, which is hilarious. Like that almost looks like just J. Michael Tatum just is a
It
young
kinda
man
does.
or something.
It
Like,
kinda does.
Is it just me?
No, it's not just you. I don't think.
Yeah, like you guys see it, right? Like so there's there he is there,
Uh-huh.
right? He's got the hat,
Right.
which is J. Michael Tatum, like
Yeah, and I think the glasses in particular are what does
glasses do it.
Yeah. it. Yeah. Oh
collar,
man, that's
yeah. Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
is so cool.
Thank you very, very much for this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So who was this from?
I don't know.
Nothing in the
Whoever
box.
whoever sent this, please take responsibility.
Watch it be shy again.
Right, damn it. Oh man.
Thank you all so much for sending us all this stuff. I feel very loved. This was really great birthday month. You guys
Yep.
are wonderful. And yeah. We will definitely eventually read this, whether or not it's on stream or not.
Yeah.
But yeah. Take care, guys. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to send us any stuff, remember, P.O. Box address is in the description.
Yep.
No edible stuff, but we'll absolutely love to read your letters.
Yes.
Or check out anything you want to send us our way. But yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. This was really sweet. It's really sweet.
Super sweet.
But I think it's time that we adjourn for now. I think you might be
I think you might be right. We
need to
get ready for the next month and stuff.
right, exactly. And you do have a good coin, my voice.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see you all next time, everybody.